Welcome. I'm Luna Celestine, and today I want to invite you into a particularly important moment, a moment where the sky itself is shifting with a speed you can almost feel in your own heartbeat. April 19th, 2025 marks a surge of cosmic energy for Leo, a momentum building so quickly that it sweeps away hesitation and lingering doubts alike. If you've been feeling lately as if you're being pushed forward by unseen forces, if sudden changes in your career, relationships, or personal life have been knocking at your door, know that this is not coincidence. It is the natural rhythm of the universe preparing to elevate you to a new level of growth. Under today's sky, as the sun nears the final degrees of Aries before entering Taurus, the energetic pace reaches its peak. This opens a threshold for profound transformation, a window where instinct and intuition must become your most trusted guides. This is not a time to resist the current or question whether you are ready. You are being called to trust. Trust in your natural rhythm, trust in the opportunities forming beyond what you can yet see, and trust in the inner strength you have quietly been building all along. In the next part of our journey, I'll walk you through how this acceleration will touch every area of your life, so you can not only move with it, but truly harness the power of this extraordinary moment. As the energy around you builds, it also asks for something simple but important, that you stop trying to meet everyone else's expectations. Right now, it's easy to fall into the habit of measuring your success by how others see you, or by trying to get everything exactly right. But the truth is, none of that will move you forward anymore. The only thing that matters is whether you are being honest with yourself, whether you are making choices that feel right deep down, even if they are different from what others expect. You may feel uneasy about stepping away from the familiar. You might second-guess decisions that pull you out of old roles or routines. That hesitation is natural. It doesn't mean you are on the wrong path. It only means you are growing. Growth often feels uncomfortable because it asks you to move into new spaces without knowing exactly what comes next. But staying in what feels safe will no longer bring you peace or real progress. The universe is not asking for perfection. It's asking for honesty. Your next step doesn't need to look impressive to anyone else. It only needs to be true to you. In a moment, we'll look at how this shift in focus will start to change the way you approach your work, your relationships, and the opportunities that are ready to meet you. Financially, this is a moment where the groundwork you have laid could finally start to show real results. If you have been working hard without immediate reward, trust that the energy is shifting. Opportunities linked to new jobs, business ventures, or investments may come up, and they are worth your attention. You don't need to chase every option that appears. You only need to stay open, practical, and ready to move when something feels solid. This isn't about taking wild risks. It's about recognizing when the foundation is strong enough to support real, lasting growth. For some of you, an unexpected offer or a quiet breakthrough could arrive. Something that feels small at first, but has the potential to grow into much more if nurtured carefully. Stay grounded. Make decisions based on long-term stability, not short-term excitement. The choices you make around this time, even the small ones, could shape your financial life for years to come. If you feel ready, this is also a good time to set clear intentions around your money, where you want it to go, what you want it to support, and how you want it to grow. Even small, practical steps taken today could have a powerful impact later on. Your lucky numbers for today are 11, 24, 38, 50, 62, and 75. If you feel called to do so, you might choose to keep one of these numbers close to you. Write it down, repeat it silently, or simply notice when it shows up around you. Often, small signs like these are quiet reminders from the universe that you are on the right path. In a moment, we'll move into how these financial shifts and opportunities will connect to the deeper emotional growth you are experiencing. Because when your inner foundation changes, everything you build on it starts to change too. In your career, the energy now is about movement, Not forced movement, but the kind that comes naturally after a long season of preparation. If you have been putting in steady work even when it felt unnoticed, new doors are beginning to open. For some of you, this could come as an offer, a new project, or a shift in your current role that allows you to step into greater responsibility. For others, it might feel like an inner call to move towards something that has been quietly pulling at you for a while. Either way, this is a time when career breakthroughs are possible, but they will require you to trust the work you've already done and to meet new opportunities with calm, steady confidence. As the pace of change picks up, it's important to remember that success doesn't mean abandoning your personal life. It's easy to get swept into the excitement of new professional challenges and forget to take care of your own well-being. Right now, balance is not a luxury, it's essential. The same energy that pushes you forward in your career can also lead to burnout if you don't make time to ground yourself. Pay attention to the rhythms of your body and your emotions. Success built on exhaustion is not the kind of success the universe is trying to offer you. Persistence will be your anchor through this period. There may be moments when progress feels slow, when doubts creep in, or when the path ahead looks more complicated than you expected. That's natural. What matters is that you keep moving with purpose, even in small steps, and that you keep believing in your ability to adapt and grow. You don't need to force anything into place. You only need to stay connected to your true goals and keep taking the next right step, even when it feels uncomfortable. If you're comfortable sharing, I invite you to think about one goal, professional or personal, that you have been quietly holding in your heart. What would happen if today you gave yourself permission to trust that it's possible? As we move forward, I'll show you how this growing sense of balance between your ambition and your inner life will begin to transform not just your career, but your overall sense of fulfillment. In your love life, a quiet but powerful shift is beginning to take shape. If you are single, you may find that someone you already know, someone who has quietly lingered in the background of your life, starts to approach you in a different way. This isn't about repeating the past, it's about recognizing how both of you have changed. What once may have felt impossible, unfinished, or out of reach could now be offered in a more stable, genuine form. It might feel surprising at first, even a little unsettling, but trust yourself to see clearly. True connection often grows strongest when we least expect it, when defenses are lowered and authenticity rises to the surface. If you are already in a relationship, this period offers a chance for deep healing. Conversations that once seemed too difficult to have may now flow more naturally. Old tensions may lose their weight. You and your partner are being given a chance to reconnect, not just on a surface level, but in a way that brings greater emotional honesty and mutual support. Healing doesn't always come with grand gestures. Often, it shows up in the quiet moments when we choose to stay open, to listen more carefully, and to forgive more fully. No matter where you are in your romantic journey, one message is clear: old wounds must be released if new love, or deeper love, is to thrive. Holding on to past disappointments, even silently, keeps your heart anchored to a version of yourself that no longer fits who you are becoming. The universe is asking you to make space, to gently set down what hurt you before, not because it didn't matter, but because it no longer defines you. If you feel comfortable, take a moment to reflect. What part of your heart are you still protecting out of fear? And what might happen if you chose to trust love again, whether with someone new or with the person already beside you? In the next part of our journey, we'll move into how your emotional openness will begin to mirror itself in your friendships, family bonds, and the everyday connections that quietly shape your sense of belonging. Your physical health right now is closely tied to the emotional healing that has been quietly unfolding within you. You may notice that as you begin to release old emotional burdens, whether through forgiveness, acceptance, or simply allowing yourself to rest, your body responds almost immediately. Tension you once carried without noticing may start to ease. Energy you thought was lost may begin to return. Healing isn't always loud or dramatic. Sometimes it happens in small, almost invisible ways, as your system resets itself from the inside out. This is a good time to focus less on pushing your body and more on nurturing it. Gentle movement, deep breathing, and simply listening to what your body needs will serve you better now than any intense demands. Even simple routines, getting enough sleep, eating nourishing foods, stepping outside for fresh air, can have a powerful effect when done with intention. Think of this as a season of strengthening your inner core, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. When you treat your body with the same patience and respect you are learning to offer your heart, you create the conditions for true vitality to return. If you've been putting off check-ins with your own well-being, promising yourself you would rest more, move more, or slow down once things got less busy, today is a good day to start. Not in a rushed or overwhelming way, but with one simple choice to honor your health in the moment you are living now. Healing doesn't require perfection. It only asks for your attention, your willingness to care for yourself a little more honestly than before. If you'd like, take a quiet moment now to ask yourself, what does my body need most from me today? As we move forward, we'll explore how the health of your inner world, your body, your heart, your mind, becomes the foundation for the stronger, more balanced version of yourself that is ready to step into this next chapter. Within your family and circle of friends, there is an opportunity now for true healing, the kind that only happens when both sides are ready to listen, not just to words, but to the feelings that have been buried underneath them. If there have been misunderstandings, distance, or silent tension lingering in your relationships, the current energy supports a new beginning, not by forcing agreements or pretending past hurts didn't happen, but by creating space for honest conversations, for small but meaningful steps toward understanding. You may find yourself naturally stepping into a guiding role within your family or close circle, not by taking control, but by offering calm, patient leadership. Your ability to listen without judgment, to stay steady when emotions run high, will make more difference than any arguments or explanations ever could. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do for the people you love is to simply be present. To show them, without needing to fix everything, that you are still there, still willing to hold space for growth, even when the process feels slow. This is not about carrying everyone else's burdens. It's about setting a tone of patience, encouragement, and quiet strength, allowing others to meet you there in their own time. Healing within families often moves in cycles, not straight lines. There will be progress, then setbacks, then more progress. The important thing is that the overall direction is toward deeper understanding and more honest connection. If you feel called to, take a moment to think about one person in your life, family or friend, with whom you would like to rebuild or strengthen your bond. What small gesture, what small act of listening or reaching out could you offer today without expecting anything in return? As we continue, we'll step into how these deeper emotional alignments in love, in family, and within yourself are beginning to create a new kind of stability and fulfillment across every area of your life. Today, your natural connections are likely to feel strongest with those who share a similar fire or depth. Aries and Sagittarius, with their bold, forward-moving energy, can mirror back your own growing sense of purpose and possibility. Being around them may feel like breathing fresher air. Conversations move quickly, ideas spark, and your sense of momentum builds naturally. These connections won't demand that you explain yourself. Instead, they will encourage you to act, to trust your instincts, and to step more fully into your own strength. At the same time, Scorpio, a sign of depth, loyalty, and emotional resilience, can offer a different kind of reflection. Scorpio reminds you that not all movement is external. Sometimes the most powerful growth happens internally, in the quiet spaces where trust is built, wounds are healed, and true bonds are formed. Interactions with Scorpio energy today may invite you to go deeper, to share more of your true feelings, or to recognize where real loyalty and transformation are already taking root in your life. The color that carries your energy today is gold. Gold represents not just outer success, but inner richness, the quiet certainty that you are capable of building a life that reflects your real values and dreams. If you feel drawn to wear gold, to surround yourself with it, or simply to visualize it, know that you are aligning yourself with energies of prosperity, self-worth, and manifestation. It is a reminder that the abundance you seek is not somewhere outside of you. It is something you are growing into from the inside out. As we close today's reflection, I offer you a simple truth to carry with you. Trust that the universe is bringing you exactly what you need to heal and grow. Open your heart and welcome the new possibilities now finding their way to you. If you would like, take a moment now to breathe that in, not just with your mind, but with your whole being. In the days ahead, the more you stay open, the more you will see how much is already aligning in your favor. As we come to the end of today's journey, I want you to remember, growth is not always loud. Sometimes it moves quietly through the choices you make, the emotions you release, the small steps you take when no one else is watching. Today, the energy around you is moving faster, pulling you toward a life that matches who you are becoming, not who you used to be. Every decision you make from a place of honesty, every time you choose trust over fear, you are shaping that future with your own hands. You don't need to rush to the finish line. You don't need to have all the answers right now. What matters is that you stay connected to yourself, that you listen carefully to what feels real and true, and that you allow the universe to meet you halfway. You are not falling behind. You are not lost. You are exactly where you need to be for what comes next to find you. Thank you for sharing this moment with me. If today's message resonated with you, I invite you to carry it forward quietly, confidently, in your own way. And when you're ready, I'll be right here, guiding you through the next steps of your journey. Until then, take good care of your heart, stay open to the signs, and trust that the best is still unfolding.